Well, good morning to you, Faith Family and Free Enterprise followers. If you are seeing this, I just wanted to share an encouraging word to you and a challenging word that has come to my mind a couple times recently, and that is glory. The word glory. What is it that we're here for? And you've heard me say this before. We're here for God's glory. We're here to bring glory to God. That's why He made us. But what is it that we have in which to glory? And there is something. So before you start thinking, oh, nothing at all, there is something that the Bible tells us that we, as God's creation, can glory in. And I'll give you a hint, it's not in any of our abilities, it's not in any of our accomplishments, and to be honest, it's not in anything that I bring to the table. And that is the beauty of it. Every single person that God has ever created can glory in this one thing. And what is that one thing? That is the cross. And before you start thinking, wait a second, the cross, that's terrible, that's gruesome, that's a horrific scene. I do not want to even think about that. Think about what God did for you on the cross. Think about all that God gave you because of the cross. And that is what we as Christians, we as people who have trusted in the finished work of Jesus Christ have to glory in. Now, if the work were not finished on the cross, if it were dependent upon me to finish the work or to maintain the work, I really couldn't glory in that much. It would be a tremendous thing, but then I would be able to glory in my accomplishments in keeping my salvation, for example. Nope, we have nothing in which to glory except the cross. 1 Corinthians 1 teaches us that. It doesn't matter whose child you are, it doesn't matter who's your spiritual father, as far as who led you to Christ, whose school of thought you subscribe to, or different philosophies and different things like that. All of God's children can glory in the cross. So I hope that's an encouragement and a challenge to you. First of all, to be humble, to be filled with a recognition that you are fully dependent on God. Even the faith that brought you to Christ, the Bible tells us, is a gift from God. So you can't even glory in your decision to get saved. That also was a gift from God. So we have only Him to give glory to and to glory in. So what does that look like? What does it look like when a believer glories in the cross? First of all, there's an emptiness of self. There's no pride involved at all, because guess what? I have nothing, like I said at the beginning, to bring to the table. I can't glory in anything that I've accomplished, and therefore I shouldn't necessarily go around taking, spouting out pride and all this stuff that I've done. No, what has been done is what God has done. What has been given is what God has given. What I am able to do is what God is doing through me and in me. So I hope that's a challenge to you as well, to be busy doing what God has given you to do. The Bible tells us that to whom much has been given, much more shall be required. You have been given this immense amount of faith and trust in God, if you have trusted in Him, to be able to then bring Him glory. So I hope that's a challenge to you. I hope it's an encouragement, because guess what? You may be feeling down. You may be feeling out. You may be feeling down and out. Guess what? You still have so much to be grateful for. You still have been adopted into the family of God. What an amazing, amazing privilege and value that God has put in your life. I hope that will, like I said, be an encouragement to you. Take some of these thoughts, share them with some other people, share the video, and be an encouragement. Go around today bringing glory to God, because guess what? That's the only thing we got to glory in anyway.